Now presenting
the RK Ultra Podcast,
Expanding Your Minds.
whether you want it or not.
Welcome to RK Ultra. You know, RJ, I am hyped out of my mind for this episode.
Why is that?
Well, we got a great guest today. Today, we have Michael Falco, who is a nationally qualified bodybuilder.
What's going on, guys? Pleasure to be here.
Glad you came.
Yeah, pleasure to have you. So, Mike, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I just recently became nationally qualified in bodybuilding. I started when I was 21 as a natural competitor and competed 3 times prior to turning pro when I was 21 in the natural organization. And since then, I've been trying to build up to turn pro in NPC and then turn pro in IFBB.
Natural. Oh, how do you get out of the natural
Category.
What's the difference?
Yeah, you get on that there sauce.
Yeah.
And you hang on for the ride.
I see. All right. So what made you decide to go on from the natural category?
So I kind of made like a deal with my parents because they knew I was trying to do bodybuilding, and the whole deal was if I could turn pro naturally, that they'd be comfortable and okay with me taking steroids to go ahead and try to turn pro in the IFBB. And I accomplished that goal, and I chose that as trying to make a career path / lifestyle, and never really looked back since.
So, what is it you like about bodybuilding? Like, if you could just pick a couple traits of bodybuilding.
It's mixture between challenging yourself, pushing yourself as far as you can go without breaking, because it is very intense. It's a very intense sport, and probably just keeping myself on a consistent regimen for my life in general. It's a very healthy lifestyle to be in, regardless if you're taking steroids or not. You can still take steroids in a healthy manner. Not saying that it is still healthy, but there's a safe way to go upon doing it. And it's what I chose.
I really admire the ultimate mental control that goes into bodybuilding. Like, I've seen you just eat the same stuff every single day, consistently on a schedule to create that goal, and it's impressive.
For 5.5 months.
Yeah.
5.5 months eating the same food day in and day out, same time of the day, every single day, and same time of the day doing cardio, same time of the day going to the gym, and going to work right after until 2 a.m.
Well, I mean, it's paying off. You've got a bunch of awards and trophies.
Yeah, so this is guys bring it in right here. So this was a overall trophy that I won at my first competition I did this year, and that's actually the competition where I got nationally qualified at.
That is such a badass trophy.
The
thing is like 2 feet tall.
It's heavy as hell too.
Yeah.
He pulled up earlier, and you were like, "Here, Kevin, hold this," and I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, funny story is my mom just called me, we'll call That Black Mike the rest of the night. She just said, "You guys got Black Mike?"
That's amazing. So, how many competitions do you think you've been through so far? Like
in general, altogether?
Yeah, in general, in your career, and how long have you been doing this?
I'd say about 11 total. I started in men's physique, and then I want to say I did 8 shows in men's physique total, and then the rest were in bodybuilding.
How do you get into that? Do you just start to get ripped and then you just like approach?
Yeah, so funny story is I was actually just like working out in the gym, minding myself. I was like with a training partner. I was with my just by myself, and I had this guy just come up and approach me and ask me if I ever competed before, and I was 19 at the time, and I was like, no, like I've seen it on YouTube and I've watched guys do it before. Everybody knows Arnold and all those guys from back then, and I always like thought it was great. And then when he said that to me, I was like, man, let me actually like look into it. And then turned out he's a promoter for the show. And he kind of took me under his wing for about 6 months and got me really focused on it. We did like posing seminars and stuff together. And he's the one who got me into it. Funny story is actually I committed to competing that year, and then a week out I backed out because I was nervous and I was never done it before, so I was scared.
19, so
yeah.
Yeah, it's normal to get cold feet for something like that. So like, how many hours a week do you think you work out? What's your workout regimen like? Can you go a little more deeper in that?
About 20 hours a week,
Whoa.
I would say.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah. Like if you add cardio and training in, I'd say about 20 hours a week.
God damn.
Do you add, wait, do you add posing?
Yeah, that's in there too. A little bit, maybe like 15 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a lot of training. I can't, like, I maybe do like 5, 6 on a good week.
Yeah, I was about to say like
You
8.
know,
8 for me.
Yeah, he's 8 years younger, so he can take it. But, like, 20 hours a week is.
Well,
that's intense.
it is a lot of time, but being in a gym is kind of like, it's a lot more than just like trying to look good for me. And it's a lot more than just trying to get big muscles and everything. It's like actually like where I go to honestly lose myself for an hour or two and just be clear-minded and focused on something. And it's kind of like, somebody else's hobby or passion. It's the same thing for me, is going to the gym is my passion. It's greater than trying to make my physique look good. That's just the benefit of going. It's more psychological for me.
Oh, for sure. It definitely helps keep me sane.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd either be dead or in jail if I didn't, honestly, if I didn't go to the gym, it'd be one of the two. Because I was down a bad path as a kid growing up, and then got into the gym, and, you meet good people and you kind of grow forward with them, and then you see what it's all about and you create this love and passion for it. And that's what really bodybuilding is about. It's not about trying to make yourself look good. It's the lifestyle. It's the overall experience.
It's
of
harnessing
gym culture.
Yeah, harnessing the physical and mental power that your potential.
Yeah, because I mean, it's 90% mental.
Yeah,
From training, diet, drugs, everything, it's 90% mental. And if you don't have that in you to be able to push yourself beyond your limits, you can't do it.
yeah.
You can do it, but you're not going to do it well.
Yeah, no, you can't. It's my karate instructor used to say, practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. So,
And there's no such thing. So you chase it.
Yeah.
And that's part of the, the intellect into training.
So, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
I've been wondering all day.
Let's hear it.
Who oils you up? Like, seriously.
Honestly?
And what is that shit? Like,
The oil or the tan?
Oh, okay, so it's a combination. That makes sense. Okay.
So let me just put it like this. You should just go do a bodybuilding competition and see who oils you up.
Wait. That's not fair. No, wait. It's a dude, right? So, yeah.
Nah.
No?
Nah.
Oh.
Nah, it's not. It's always a really good looking girl.
What?
It's always like a competitor herself.
I figured it'd be like you or your girlfriend or, maybe you call in your grandmother. I don't know.
Nah, brother,
I was like, what do they do? Do they hire some oilers?
Nah, man, you show up at the venue, you got your baby, or you got your cock sock or your baby sock with you, and you go into the booth, you get butt naked, you put your little sock on, cover your boys up, and you get spray tan, bro.
Yeah. Babes oiled down. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
It sounds like,
Yep. Yeah, honestly, it's benefit.
And they tan you because it helps bring out the definition in your muscles.
Yeah, so like if you're not that bright of light and you just your normal skin tone, it's gonna wash out your body. So basically, it's gonna make you look smooth because you can't see anything. So when you get the tan on, it makes you darker, and then before you go on stage, that's when you get oiled up or glazed, and they spray you down and glaze you because that's gonna reflect the light off of your muscle to show the depth of your muscles.
All right, that makes sense because I've always wondered why they look so tan and.
It's not that I don't enjoy that part at all. Believe me, if I didn't have to, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems a little much.
It is.
We're gonna let's grease them all up and put them on stage. I mean, like you just put them on stage, man. I get it. So where can I get one of those? What'd you call it? The banana.
Cocksock?
Yeah, that thing.
Baby aisle, brother.
Oh, okay.
unless you're a high Nike sock guy.
No. Moving on.
So do you have anybody that's inspired you to be a bodybuilder? Do you have any inspirations in the bodybuilding world, maybe?
I mean, you get inspiration from people you like, right? Like people the physiques you like, but there's all different types of physiques. So you like different physiques for different reasons. And that's like, you get inspiration from bits and pieces, and you try to make yourself into this sculpture that you like this from that person, this from that person, this of myself. So there's a strong point. Let me continue to grow that. So I get inspiration from multiple people. And then just honestly inspiration for myself because, you make small goals and you achieve them. It inspires you to do the next one and the next one and the next one.
Oh, that's cool. I remember watching the Arnold pumping iron documentary.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, that inspires me.
100%.
There's something about that classic bodybuilding that, like, there was nothing like Arnold's physique, in my opinion.
And that was honestly, that's the best era. I wouldn't say for bodybuilding physiques. I would say that's the best era for bodybuilding culture.
Yeah.
That's what bodybuilding used to be. That's what bodybuilding's missing. The camaraderie, the friendship, the everybody get together, better ourselves. Yes, you can have your rivalry, but you don't dislike each other. And you don't get offended if somebody says you have a small chest compared to this guy.
Yeah, it's like a Schwarzenegger and Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, that was banter every time they saw each other.
Yeah.
He was always busting Louis' balls.
Yeah, they were frenemies. They, you know,
yeah.
So we here at RK Ultra, we realize we're not getting enough likes. So I'm going to challenge the audience to do something on this show. For 500 likes, I will oil Mike Falco down. Live on air.
You're going to oil him down.
Yeah, I'll oil him down.
You gonna glaze me?
I'll glaze it. I'll do it, baby. Fact is...
And that's it? Only 500 likes?
Yeah, only 500. But I swear, I don't want to do this. The fact is, I'm sitting in a broken fucking lawn chair right now, and we're poor.
And he's actually been sitting in this broken lawn chair
This whole time.
the whole time.
Absolutely. And I make excuses for it, that I've been sitting in a broken lawn chair because, you know, it keeps me aloof, but really, I'm just broke. So we need 500 likes, and we need likes so bad that for 1,000 likes, I'll do it shirtless.
Shirtless.
Mm-hmm.
You are just whoring yourself out.
I mean,
Guys, this is a sight to be seen.
this might sound like you think I want to. I don't. But the thing is, I don't think you can make it happen.
You don't believe in you guys.
So back to bodybuilding. Do you have any favorite areas of your body to work out? Like you know, your biceps, your triceps, your chest, your glutes,
Legs.
legs.
I know that's like one of those things that nobody really likes to do, and whoever says they like to do them is usually lying about it. But legs is the most difficult muscle to get to grow, and it's the most challenging muscle, and that's why I like it the most.
Yeah, and I feel like, aren't the legs, the thighs, have the most testosterone released into the body or something like that?
Yeah, it's in small amounts, but it does increase your overall your free testosterone in your body, but it is small amounts.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Huh. I hate working my legs.
Everybody does.
Dude,
it's
it's
painful, dude.
it's the worst.
There's nothing like doing a hamstring curl because that pain goes right into your butthole, man. It drives right up in there, and it hurts.
Yeah.
You feel it all the way up.
Yeah. All in there.
I was totally one of those guys that never worked my legs because I got like a knee injury. I didn't want to exacerbate.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, I know.
My hip,
I know.
my knee,
but what
my Achilles.
I finally started doing them, and I realized that I was lying about that fucking knee injury.
You mean LB?
I can do it.
You know what LB is?
No.
Little bitch.
Yeah, you got me, but I'm over that. You know.
So what are your goals with bodybuilding? I know that are you professional in the national sense?
No, so right now I'm nationally qualified, which means I've won overall at like a regional show, which is like a local show.
Okay.
And then you won a national qualifier to qualify you to then go turn pro.
Okay.
Yeah, because you really only get about 5 opportunities a year to turn pro, but you have to qualify to be able to do those shows.
Do you have any upcoming shows or anything like that?
As of right now, I don't, because I'm actually working on like growing, getting a little bit bigger, because I was in light heavyweight bodybuilding, and my weight cap was at the peak where I was for my weight for my competition. I was at the peak of the weight cap.
How much do you weigh?
When I compete,
Yeah.
197.4 is what I weighed in at both of them.
Holy dude, I weigh 190. Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah, dude, I weigh 205, and you know,
Yeah.
I'm heavier. You look way bigger.
Do you know your percentage of body fat?
Right now,
Yeah.
I'd say about like 8.
Wow.
I'm still like pretty lean right now. Like
Yeah.
if I wanted to compete in 2 weeks, I could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm still that lean.
How
But,
do you-
like in the off season, or like when I'm in my growth period, I'll be in the 230s around there. Like I started my competition prep at 226, but that was a week after cutting out like snacking before I even jumped on my diet.
So how do you bring yourself to that weight? How do you get competition ready?
Eating a lot of food.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Competition ready?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so it's a process. It's a very slow process because you have to lose the weight very slowly.
Okay.
You know, like for the first month of my competition prep, I was literally losing 0.6 pounds a week,
Yeah.
which isn't a lot.
Yeah.
And then as you continue, you slowly take away food. And then as you continue, you bump up the cardio. And, you know, there's a drug out that's fat burner known as clenbuterol that you're taking that as well. And you're constantly tapering that up to a higher milligrammage. And that's basically the process behind losing the weight for a competition prep.
So you have to do it slowly. So you maintain your muscle mass and you just kind of whittle away the rest of the bits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how you get rid of the fat, is by holding on to as much tissue as you can, because your body, if you're doing anaerobic exercise, your body is going to burn muscle tissue. So you want to make sure you're doing at a slow pace so you're not burning the muscle tissue, you're burning the fat.
Hell yeah.
I got you. So you spend a long time, like, do you cut right before a competition?
So I was in comp test prep before I did the competition. I prepped for 5.5 months.
5.5 months. And do you, like, how badly do you restrict your diet? Like, what can you?
So within those, honestly, my diet every single day was a mixture between chicken, shrimp, and ground beef, and just white rice. And then my breakfast was like a protein shake with oatmeal and berries and banana in it.
And by the end of it, it's just grueling. I'm sure you're just like, oh.
So obviously mostly protein.
You know,
carbs.
so yes and no. Like, yeah, it's hard to eat the same food all the time.
Yeah.
But you're not eating it for the taste of it. You're not eating to enjoy it. You're eating it for the goal. So, like, your goal is, I need to eat this, not I want to eat it. I need to eat it.
I love
People
that.
absolutely don't understand that about me because I've been on keto on and off for many years, you know. And people try to hand me fucking shit all the time.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, why won't you just enjoy it? Don't. I'm like, no, it's like I do sometimes when I decide to, but I just don't get to eat it all the time.
So
you know?
I was in contest prep for 13 weeks before I got my first cheat meal.
Which was?
So sad. It was half cheese pizza from Domino's.
Yeah.
But it was just a half of a medium.
Wow.
And I ate it way too fast, bro. I didn't even get to enjoy it.
That was my next question. After a competition, when you're allowed to get ever so slightly fat again, like minusculely that no one would ever notice, what do you fuck up? What do you just destroy?
Well, I'm
the
Sicilian.
second-
I love pizza, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
everybody knows that. I love pizza. It could be DiGiorno pizza. It could be Domino's pizza. It could be a homemade Italian restaurant pizza. But pizza in general is where I always go.
Pizza's the reward.
Yeah, so like the night after my first competition, so that night and the next day, so Saturday, half of Saturday, all of Sunday, I gained 9 pounds on Monday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah, a lot of it's water. It was not fat, you know what I mean? It's water and bloat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. At that point, you're so used to gaining it and losing it that it almost knows it's not going to stay there for long.
Yeah. It took me 4 days.
I personally love the mental control that goes into the bodybuilding. I think it makes you a stronger person overall, not even just physically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the beauty of bodybuilding in the end to me.
No, it honestly is a huge benefit because you learn a lot about discipline. You learn a lot about your emotions. You learn, it's not short-term gratification. You know, I've been doing this for 8 years now, trying to turn pro in the NPC. And, you know, it's a process, man. It doesn't happen like that. So you have to have patience. Then it teaches you discipline because you have to eat the same thing all the time. Cardio, same time at the day. Training, same time. It's Groundhog Day every single day. It's really what it is. Yeah. And you have to be there and push yourself. And you can take those same traits and use it towards something else in life. Yeah. You know, and that's where you excel past other people who can't do that.
Yeah, that's great. So, Michael, thanks for coming on today.
Pleasure having me, guys. Or thank you for having me, guys. It's a pleasure to be here.
Oh, no, that's great. Next time we'll have Sam with you, I think.
Ooh, Sam.
Yeah. We'll see if we
wait
can
till you
get
see
him
this
too.
guy.
Yeah, he's something else, too. Well, I don't know if we can fit him in the studio. What?
To be a tight fit.
Oh, we'll figure it out.
All right. Well, don't forget to get this video to 1,000 likes if you want me to oil down Michael Falco shirtless.
Or 500 just to oil him down.
Yeah.
Glaze me. Like a donut.
Michael, is there anywhere people can follow you?
Yeah, Instagram and TikTok, it's the same. It's Michael Falco. So it's my last name and then a second O at the end.
Great. Well, follow Michael Falco. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at RKUltraCast.
Or find us at www.rkultra.com.
So follow us because we'll be following you right into the locker.